What's going on, guys? It's your boy Nick here. I'm back again with another video. Today I'm doing something different, alright? I don't know what I'm doing with my hands. So today we're doing a story time video for you. So a lot of you, if you know, I graduated in 2017 from Rancho Bernardo High School, right? A lot of you don't know that there was I'm gonna just call it a situation that happened where I might have almost been arrested. So basically, I'm gonna try and make this video not too long, but I'm also gonna try and not just brush over it, skip a lot of details. Just keep in mind it's 2019, like we're more than halfway through the year 2020. It's basically been 3 years since I've lived through this moment, so a lot of details I might forget. But basically, I'm gonna start from the beginning, my day. I'm not gonna name the names of the people that did it, or that were involved. But basically, as we're going through the story, you're gonna get kind of a gist of how I'm gonna tell this story. I haven't really told a story on YouTube or in front of a camera before, so I don't really know how this works. So basically, so I forgot exactly the day. I have the article pulled up right here of when the article was posted. So basically, as a senior, we were done with school already, but school was still going on. So we finished the testing, and then after that, it's either you're graduating or you're not, but you're done with school as a senior. There was I think a week left for everyone else that was in school. So basically, I think, yeah, this article says it was posted on May 18th of 2017. So basically on that day, it was me, name for one of the guys I was with. I'm going to call him Jeff. Jeff is number 1, Bob is number 2, and Sean is number 3, alright? So you got Jeff, Bob, and Sean, alright? So basically, it was me, Jeff, Sean, and Bob. And we were out of school. We were like, what are we gonna do? We went to go eat at a Grub Burger as soon as we got it. Or no, sorry. We went to go eat at the Habit. And then one of the homies, actually, I'm gonna call this guy out because I don't fuck with him anymore. His name's Josh Elston. He's a crackhead. Yeah, he's out. So he left, alright? So it's just me, John. What's called? Okay, it was me, Sean, and John. Alright, me, Sean, and John. That's easier to remember. So me, Sean, and John all go to my house. We're wondering, what to do. We're seniors, we're done with school, there's still school going on, not a lot of people hanging out right now, there's nothing to do. So basically, this is where boredom happened. You know how people were a lot of parents say, when there's nothing to do, just go home, because, bad things happen, or something like that. This was one of those times, I'm not gonna lie. Basically, we'll call the main guy Sean. Sean got my airsoft gun, which was a WeTech Glock 17, literally an exact replica. Sean was fucking around with the gun, and he posted a picture of the gun and posted it on Snapchat, pretending he was strapped, alright? The thing about that is normally people don't care, because we all know it's cap. No one has a gun, especially you guys know in RB, no one has a gun. Except 10 minutes later when people are posting at RB about a lockdown. We were saying there's no way there's a lockdown after A, we just left the school, and B, Sean just posted this picture up on his Snapchat. The thing is, me and John told Sean to delete the picture off his Snapchat. Thing is, it was too late. It was too late. That picture spread like fucking wildfire all over RB. There were screenshots, we were getting text. RB was in lockdown, and they thought Sean was the one doing it. Here's the thing. So after they thought Sean was doing it, alright, we're like, nah, that's cap, everyone's lying. We were wrong. Literally, we dropped John off at his apartments right next to RB. All of a sudden, as we pulled up to RB to scope out the lockdown. Okay, so before we took it seriously that people actually were blaming Sean for this lockdown, they found a sticky note that said a white boy was gonna shoot up the bathroom at 1 o'clock. So basically, this was some real shit. This was the realest lockdown I think RB has ever had, and I think still to this date, this is one of the realest lockdowns RB has ever had. So the thing is, we visited RB about an hour later. Holy shit. It was like GTA on 5 fucking stars. There was helicopters, the ghetto birds swarming around. There was 1,000 people lined up outside of RB to try and get in, try and find their kids. There was like just unlimited amount of police officers. I don't remember if there was SWAT or not. There might have been like just one guy, but like there was a lot of shit going down, all right? So basically, as soon as we drove into the school, I was in my car and all of them were there. It was instantly burned. Like you could tell people were looking at me and like they thought something was up. So we left, okay? Then we dropped off John at his house. As soon as we leave RB, Nina, shout out to you. As soon as we left RB, my homegirl Nina called me and she was like, "Hey Nick, are you with Sean?" I was like, "Yeah, like why, what's up?" And she was like, "Well, a lot of people are actually blaming it on him that he's the school shooter. So just so you know, like someone told the staff about that you guys are together and that the staff notified the police. So now that they have a name, they have an address." So as soon as I got that phone call, I looked over to my right in the passenger seat at Sean, and you could just tell, like, you know how when those moments hit you where like your heart just drops? Like I could tell, like I could see it in his face, like in his eyes, guys. His heart just like dropped. Like he was in complete shock that this was really happening. So he was like, "Yo Nick, just whip me to my house real quick, alright?" He was like, "Just whip me to my house and I'm gonna go change and then you could turn me into like the police department or like the police station. I'm gonna get this sorted out." I was like, "Alright, bet." Basically we get to his house, he changes. 5 minutes later, right? This is where it's fucked up. I'm gonna try and put like either a diagram or I'm gonna just give you like a visualization of this, right? To get to his house, you make a right, okay? You make a right. Now picture a street with houses on both sides. You make a left, you go up another neighborhood, right? With both houses and then a cul-de-sac, or you can keep going straight towards more houses, okay? Picture that. Now picture the cul-de-sac right here. We're going straight out of the cul-de-sac, making a right turn, okay? There's a stop sign at the light, and it's a two-way lane. Cars are going this way, cars are going that way. As we're about to make a right at that stop sign, we're waiting for the cars that are coming this way because obviously I can't go, I'm gonna get hit. So as we're waiting for the cars, we see not one, not two, not three, but four cop San Diego Police Department SUVs, Ford SUVs. I looked over at Sean and I said, "This is 1000% for you. This is for you." At this point, I didn't even know what to think. Like this whole thing still to me to this day is a movie, and like the worst way. So basically, I rolled down my window. I knew the procedure. I rolled down my window. He was like, Are you Nicky Geary?" I was like, "Yeah." And then he was like, "Are you, first name, last name?" He said, "Yeah." And at that point, he was like, "Okay, I'm gonna need you to shut off the engine, throw the keys on the roof, and put your hands on the steering wheel where I can see them." As soon as he said that, I was playing no games, no type of games. Like, I heard the helicopter, they were calling dispatch, they were like, code, whatever. We got our main suspect, blah, 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 in custody, and the driver, we have Nicky Geary in custody as well. We're holding him for further questioning. Basically, at this point, I was like, fuck. There goes my life. Like, everything out the window. Like, I'm done. So, at this point, they let me walk out of the car. They pulled Sean out of the car. Like, not like throwing him on the floor and shit, but they definitely like, they opened the door halfway for him. They pulled him out. They put him in cuffs instantly. And then he went straight into the squad car. For me, it was a little bit different. They sat me on the sidewalk. They asked me a couple questions. They asked who I was, how I was related to, the situation. I told them that Sean wasn't the one doing this, and like it's all like a big miscommunication. So they still had I thought they were about to let me go, but not knowing, obviously now I know, like with this whole, like it was an actual case. So with the whole procedure, they still had to bring me in for further questioning, yada yada yada. At this point, it's only like 12:30, guys, okay? It's only 12:30. Here's the thing. So as soon as I asked, like if I could go, he was like, "Nah, we're gonna bring you for further questioning." They put me in the same car as Sean. And Sean, like, this is one of the most stupid things we could have done. So as soon as you get in the back of the squad car, they're like, no talking. He goes, psst. I'm like, what you want, bro? Shh. And he was like, yo, like, just don't say anything. I was like, alright, shh. Alright, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not gonna say anything. So, like, in my head, the first thing, like, he's already gonna get me caught up. Like, we're talking. But that wasn't the big deal. So anyways, after that, it's like a 20-minute ride. And like, guys, I cannot kid when I say this. The back of a squad car is the shittiest feeling in the world. It's a little box, hard-ass plastic seats. Like, I know it's not supposed to be comfy because it's for criminals and shit. But like, if you were in my situation where I knew I was free, like, it was the most uncomfortable bullshit car ride I've ever been in. So the back of the seats were all cramped. There was no leg room. And literally I had my phone like in the, like, they took my backpack and everything in my car. And my phone was outside of my backpack. And my phone, I could see it sitting like this, right? In the back of my squad car. Or in the back of their squad car. And literally, this was, like, I just heard my phone go ding, 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 ding. Like, Snapchats, text. Everyone was just calling. Like, just remember, the last thing, like, a lot of you guys heard and a lot of the people that know me heard was that I was with the school shooter and they haven't heard from me since. This is where shit got real for my parents and Zach. Shout out to you, my best friend Zach. This is where shit got real. And like Richard and all them, shit got real for them. So like, as I'm not answering my phone, this is literally what I heard in the back of the squad car the whole time. Before I get copyrighted, that's literally what I heard in the back of the squad car the whole time. So anyways, that's going on. These are the details that I heard when I got released. So apparently my parents were tripping. They called the school because I wasn't answering my phone. Basically Zach told them that I was with Sean. Zach told them that Sean was the primary suspect and I was last seen with him. As you can tell in a parent mindset, your kid is probably, like, he could be dead, he could be kidnapped, or he's just fine. He's just not answering his phone for some reason. That's their mindset. Here's the thing. So I heard from my mom, Zach told me that, Zach told my parents, like, hold on, Mr. and Miss Aguirre. He ran to his house real quick to grab the car and came back. The real shit that Zach did, the real shit, the real emotion that showed he cared was that when my parents were like, you know, like crying and shit, or like not crying, but you know, like, you know, that emotion that hit him, like their kid could be fucked. Zach, like, my mom said you could tell in Zach's voice, like, that it was breaking up a little bit, that you could tell he really cared about this shit. So thank you, Zach. I love you, bro. You the man for that. So anyways, I'm in the back of the squad car. Parents don't know where I am. Richard, best friends. People calling me, they don't know where I'm at. School doesn't know where I'm at. I get put in a holding cell. Remember, this was 12:30. I was in the holding cell till about 5 o'clock. The holding cell was literally, I felt like such a criminal walking in with handcuffs. I like on my wrists, behind my back, like just straight up walking into this police department where everyone knows this is the biggest case right now. It felt so weird and not a feeling I'd ever want to feel again. So basically, he put us in 2 separate rooms. He was on the left, I was on the right. Only thing in this room is a blank wall, big ass glass doors, or big ass glass window, a heavy ass metal door, and a skinny ass wooden bench. Like, you ever play Little League baseball, guys, and you see like the skinny ass little, you know, metal benches? Yeah, that's what I had, but it was wood, okay? There, literally for 5 hours, I talked to, the first thing what happened was the main police chief came in, the one who quote unquote arrested me, and he basically got the run of my story. I basically told him my spiel and Sean's reason for all this, like what his involvement was. He left. I got another police officer that came in, like the sergeant, told him the same thing. Then once they started realizing I really had nothing to do with this, they started treating me, you know, just as if someone who was going through the process of this case. You know, they started offering me like snacks, you know, I was like getting Gatorade, you know, water. They were treating me nice. San Diego Police Department, if you're watching this, you know, in Penasquitos, you know, you guys are good people. I still have like the business cards of everyone I talked to. So basically, after this, I was sitting in there for about 5 hours. They told me my parents have arrived, but since I was 18 at the time, they had no custody over me. The police had custody over me. My parents could not do a single thing. So basically, I just kept repeating my story the whole time. Then eventually it started giving me hints like this wasn't going to affect my record, this wasn't going to affect me in the long run, blah, blah, blah. Eventually, this was the craziest part. It was like a movie, guys. They bring me in, like, two big-ass dudes, tatted, wearing collared button-ups with the sleeves rolled up, nice watch, tie, big-ass dudes. Come in, bring me to this room, sit me down on one end. They're sitting down the other end. They hand a little, you know, like recording device, slap it in the middle of the table. There's cameras all around. And they go, speak clearly, like, into the device so we can get your story on record. This had me so shook. I've only seen this in movies. I didn't expect any of this to ever happen in my life. So basically, what happened was we got into this room and it's just white walls, no windows, no nothing. I tell them my story. They had a full screenshot already of Sean's Snapchat post printed. He's like, have you seen this photo before? They showed a picture of like the sticky note. They're like, have you seen the sticky note before? Blah, blah, blah. I told them what was good. They let me go back to my holding cell. Eventually, as I was talking to police officers and the detectives, I got let go. When I got let go, as soon as I walked to the front of the police department and they unhandcuffed me, my parents were crying. And this is like the part that like made me feel like shit, even though it wasn't really on my cause, you know? But it in a sense, it was still my fault this happened. Because like, you know, wrong place, wrong time. But like, I could have controlled that. Yeah, they were crying. They were pissed. My mom said like she couldn't eat because like she just didn't know what was going on. As soon as I walk out the police department, like I got a big ass camera in my face. Like a news reporter camera in my face trying to ask me questions. I felt like a fucking like paparazzi, like a celebrity like getting rushed. As soon as I got in the car, they were still like trying to answer me questions. And like, so real quick, I'm gonna pull up the article on which they wrote about this. So it's on 10 News. If you want to look it up, just look up 2017 Rancho Bernardo lockdown. So it says 2 Rancho Bernardo high school students arrested for threats that prompted lockdown. It's posted on May 18, 2017, updated on May 18, 2017. So basically it says school officials called the police at 12:07 about a threatening message found in the campus bathroom. The first threat was posted on Snapchat yesterday. Three 18-year-old Rancho Bernardo students posing with airsoft weapons. I was one of those kids. But they got the story twisted. We weren't posing with it. And it says the message accompanying the Snapchat photo was threatening in nature and read something to the effect of tomorrow it's done. I actually don't remember what the hell the Snapchat story was. I don't remember it saying that caption. So it said 2 of the 3 males involved in the Snapchat post were located off campus in my car and taken into police custody, and one was subsequently arrested. That was John. They found him behind his dumpster, or like around his dumpster at his house. They took him by the dumpster to go question him. He got released. The 3 men could face charges of making terrorist threats. That never happened, Sergeant Rose. No one was making terrorist threats. And then it said students began taking pictures of the note and posting on social media, blah, blah, blah. It said a 16-year-old male student allegedly sent the post of the bathroom note. Yeah, so a 16-year-old kid in one of the classes sent the bathroom note to a 15-year-old girl in his classroom and said that he hopes that if the shooter comes to the school, he's going to shoot her first. That dumbass got charged for molesting and, yeah. He got charged. He got faced charges of annoying and molesting a juvenile. Good job, buddy. All you had to do is not say shit. So basically, I'll put a picture up like right here or right here of what the sticky note said. So basically, after that, we found out what happened. So I'm trying to find if there's like a picture of like the gun anywhere. Like if they have the Snapchat. Oh shit, they do. All right. So basically, here I'm gonna put a picture up in one of these corners of the gun. But I know the video is long, guys. I'm sorry. I gotta wrap this up. So basically, over the next day, I went back to school as if it was normal. Thing is, it wasn't. It wasn't normal at all for me. The whole day I was getting pressed. The whole day I was getting pressed, like, what happened? What happened with Sean? What happened with you? In like 3 out of 4 of my classes. Oh wait, no, yeah. So we weren't done. So in 3 out of 4 of my classes, oh my bad. I meant to say seniors were getting out early on those days. So basically, out of 3 out of 4 of my classes, I was literally just like the class presentation. I was just being asked to present my story to all of like the class, basically. And that happened like throughout the next couple days. People were asking me what happened, if I was good. Just so you know, I still haven't heard from Sean yet. Like, it's been a whole day. So basically, the following week, still haven't heard from Sean. Cut off all contact. I had to, sorry, the camera stopped. So basically, I had to delete him off all social media and stuff. Obviously, you would know why I had to do that. So anyways, so basically, I like didn't hear from him. He tried coming back to the school one of the times to return books, and like one of the principals was like, this isn't really the best idea. You're actually not really allowed on campus, and he was escorted off. Basically this whole situation, like my name got cleared. I don't really know what happened to Sean's record or anything like that, but I'm good. I'm in the clear. I got like this police notice that you saw on like the thumbnail that says like I was cleared. There was a warrant. Oh yeah, the detectives like came like in my closet, and they were like trying to find, you know, the gun. They had to take it as evidence. Still didn't get that back. SDPD, you want to get that back? But anyways, so basically, yeah, that happened. And got the detectives, you know, like business cards and shit if I ever need anything. They were super cool with it. They understood like how it was like such a fat miscommunication, like one of the worst timings, but like one of the biggest situations that we've had in RB. So yeah, that's what happened with that. And then over the next couple days, like I said, graduation was coming up. As soon as graduation happened, Sean wasn't allowed to walk. He wasn't allowed to walk or participate in graduation. He was only allowed to go pick up his diploma, as if I was actually allowed to still walk and graduate with my class. So that was dope. So yeah, basically that's all that happened. If you have any more like questions about certain things, you can hit me up on Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter. I also stream now. I stream. If you haven't seen that beast computer in the back, I'll put the specs down low if you guys want to know. This isn't the full setup. I got like 2 monitors that I'm trying to have. I'm going to get rid of these speakers. I'm going to have a monitor arm too. So that setup's going to be tight for streaming on Twitch. If you guys want to check out my Twitch, I'll put it up at the beginning. And I'll put my Twitch link in the description too. But anyways, guys, so that's basically the time I got arrested for being charged as a school shooter, or being an affiliate to someone who was a school shooter, who ended up not being the school shooter. There's a dude named Alex Buck who actually got arrested for writing the sticky note. So yeah, guys, that's sorry, this is a long ass video, but I didn't really know how else to explain that video without skipping that story without skipping so many details. So if you guys want another story time, just let me know. I got some pretty crazy stories. Just remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.